start off with a banger. I was in puppet team. I've made a couple jokes about this. It's not a joke. It's completely real. And the puppet team, the rehearsals, we were in them. That lasted about a month and a half of rehearsals, but we only had 2 performances after that grueling orientation and basic training that we all went through, the 5 of us. But the woman was a little bit unhinged. I'm not going to lie to y'all. She was a little bit crazy. And I think that's what happened with Puppet Team. Hey, shit ass. If you're seeing this, it's probably because you ain't subscribed to the Patreon. And you're only going to see like 6 minutes. But if you want to see a full episode of Hillbilly Pygmalion, you got to go to www.patreon.com/Andi Marie. That's www.patreon.com/ANDIMARIE. And become a patron today. You can watch full episodes of Hillbilly Pygmalion. You can get bonus content. You will have Papaw videos. You will get Papaw shout outs. You'll get early access. Come on, who doesn't want their life to be full of more dribble? We're in late stage capitalism here. Sissy's got to buy more Slim Jims and gas station hot dogs. So join the Patreon today. Live the dream. Follow your fart. Don't remember what the woman's name, but she had a vibe of a Cheryl. And Cheryl, I swear to God, I think she was going through a custody dispute. So God love her. She was having a hard time, but she was eccentric and not a good leader of children. Whatever happened to Cheryl? Now, Cheryl was passionate about puppetry, and in that way, I want to give her her props and her respect because I am also a lover of puppets, and I'm sure there's a file, Phile. I almost said, let's call it an Elmo file because I don't know, a Henson file. She got it in her head one day that she ought to teach kids how to do this thing. Because the church didn't have a puppet team. And what a shame, huh? Well, I, loving puppets and loving everything Muppetry and everything camp, was first in line when they announced on Wednesday night that Cheryl will be heading up the first meeting of the Bethlehem Baptist Church puppet team. So I wanted to be there. And I was there. We soon learned that this was going to be very expensive because we had to buy our own knee pads. Now, you might ask, why in the shit do 9-year-olds need to buy knee pads? Well, when you got 3-hour-long practices on your knees, there are certain necessities that you never imagined. So my mom was pissed that we had to go to Dick's Sporting Goods in Knoxville to pick up knee pads for puppetry. Well, we also had to chip in to buy t-shirts that she made for us where she spelled my name wrong. And my mom was also pissed about that. I just want to tell y'all that the rehearsals that we had were grueling. The structure that we had for these rehearsals was an hour of alphabet practice, going up and down stairs, numbers, and this is your standard, like if it was in boot camp, it'd be like sit-ups, push-ups, burpees, all that shit. So going up the steps, I'm a little rusty, forgive me, right? Pivot, right? You go down. Somebody out there that's a real puppet person is making fun of me, but I don't give it. Oh, no, did it wrong. Just goes to show you that some people weren't meant to puppet. There, you had to pivot. You see what I'm doing? Okay, and then escalators, a similar, same concept, but the alphabet, we had to articulate A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah, and so on and so forth. But we'd have to start over again when someone bit their words. And what biting your words means is exactly what it sounds like. You are closing the mouth of the puppet when we all know that when we talk, we have to open our mouths. But it's not intuitive to a child, right? We had a person on our team. Let's call him David. His name wasn't David. He was weak, and he pissed me off. Because let me tell you something. That boy bit his words like this boy was the Jaws of the puppet team. He loved biting them words. Boy, if he didn't screw us up when we get right down to X or Y, oh. We got into a fight one time because we got all the way down to X or Y, and boy, he bit that Y. And I slammed my puppet down and I said, Daniel, you suck. And we had to pray about it and everything after that. Oh, shit, I said the name. He ain't gonna watch this. And then we'd move on from the basic exercises and then we'd do like a routine, right? We'd do a song and they all had really, it was always a spin on it, the Christian spin. Like one I remember was Carry On My Wayward Son was Come Home My Wayward Son. And then we'd also have scripts. I wish I could remember what one of them was. I think one of them was like Sally goes to the drugstore and sees the pharmacist filling stuff and he's slipping a little pill in here and there. He's popping a few. And, instead of popping that pussy, Sally pops that gospel on him. Somehow the pharmacist, says what he's got to get on with it. Probably get Sally off his back. We only had 2 performances. My best friend was the preacher's daughter. She cried after the first show. I don't remember what it was. I don't know if she screwed up. I don't know if she had an asthma attack right in the middle of everything. She was always having some kind of attacks. We all dropped out. It was a meeting with Cheryl. My mom was picked to be the bad guy. She had to deliver the news to Cheryl because we were all chicken shit and we couldn't tell Cheryl to her face. We didn't like being around her because she scared us.